Right, hello everybody. Welcome to a. Uh, we'll see. I guess we'll see how long this episode ends up being, but a kind of another Journey to the Farlands episode. Well, I guess I ended the last episode on a tree. I guess I'll continue where I left off. But yeah, I figured I'd do a good little stream here. I don't know how long I'll do it for, because I'm kind of biding myself time until, well, until the big news of the SMP opening. It's gonna most likely be opening tonight, which is a lot of fun. And I will be keeping it, well, I think I'm gonna try and keep it open as much as I can. Maybe even 24/7, we'll see. That'd be good, so then people aren't deterred from playing. I restart it every 12 hours or whatever. But, it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's kind of what this episode is just kind of in between, you know, streaming, or in between this and the start of the SMP, because I'm not sure if Devin's doing anything, so this could be a very short episode. Seven, 7:30. That's Brody. Could be a very short episode. Although, I mean, it is just so that I can have have the time to play Newcraft, which is its actual name now. Play Newcraft out. I don't remember if I talked about it last episode, the 250th special. Have I done a stream since then? 77. Oh, we're right smack dab 4 days from before. Okay, I'm gonna ask Brody about the starting time. So yeah, it might be a bit, or it might it might not be a very long episode today. That's fine. I can chat for 20, 30 minutes or more. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll probably just talk about Newcraft all the time. I'm actually excited I don't remember the last time I've been excited about one of these. Java, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool to transition to Java. There was not really, I think there's a bit of novelty to this in that, Newcraft's returning, and I've actually got a solid spawn picked out this time. Not a seed. I didn't pick out the seed. It's a random seed, but I picked out a spawn a good few thousand blocks away, which will be kind of neat to see how it all pans out. Cause I thought it was a really cool spawn for a random seed, out of the blue seed. But yeah, I guess I'll be doing a longer stream today on Newcraft, a pilot episode for that. It's been a bit since I've started a new series. Well, I guess I did Hardcore Adventures, kind of a reboot of that. It's all been like reboots for me lately. Like I rebooted, well, I tried to reboot Minecraft Through Time. It was kind of just bad timing. And Hardcore Adventures is probably just gonna be my weekly series. I probably won't reintroduce Minecraft Through Time. Maybe at least until I'm way less busy. Newcraft's probably gonna be like a fairly constant thing. I'm not gonna stream the whole server. It's not like SMP Live or anything where I'm just gonna stream every second of it. I'm just gonna stream whenever I feel like streaming it, and show you guys what I do off camera. So it's not gonna be like Journey and Hardcore, but I think that's fine to leave it to 2 of those series, because I'll probably be streaming Newcraft a good deal anyway, like I did with like Java and stuff like that. I think it'll be a longer series if I commit. if I commit to it. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just chatting about stuff. It's just kind of what I do while I walk to the Farlands. I'm good though. How are you doing? Well, the sun's almost set. It's not even like a full day though. Yeah, it's only like half a day. 5 minutes. It's gonna be like an odd day thing for a day count for the episode, but how's streaming going? Today, yeah, pretty good as well. Also going good. I've only been streaming for about 5 minutes, or at least on this journey episode. But I've kind of been looking forward to the start of my next project, which is going to be in about an hour or so. A well-awaited project is finally starting, which is nice. What's my name? Oh, yeah, it's Jordan. That's my name. I don't know why it took me so long. But I should chop down a tree. Could also use with some new armor, but oh well. Get to that when I get to it. Haven't chopped down a tree in a while. $24, $526. Oh, over here would be good. More trees. We got one more. See if I still got it with the counting of logs. I haven't chopped down a tree in a while in this world. Like in general, I've been streaming for just over a year. I think a year, well, since July of last year. So that'd be a year and 4 months, 5 months. So I've been streaming for a while. And of course, this stream just was not too long ago, of course, but did I receive word? Oh, it is hasn't refreshed yet. I see. Oh, Skelly. Come here, you. Oh, we're out of arrows. I guess I'll have to make some more. Get some flint. Do you only stream on Twitch, or do you also stream on Kek? I stream on Twitch. I did transition to YouTube like briefly, and then I kind of went back to Twitch. I just upload my VODs to YouTube. It's kind of just how I do things. I don't stream on Kek. I haven't tried it. I guess I don't really have much of a reason to use myself, but I guess I'm curious how kick is like. I haven't seen many, of course, like streams off of it. I'm pretty out of the loop on most things that way. Oh, spider. If I find a gravel patch, I guess I'll grab a bunch of flint. Yeah, I still got it though for the wood. I got all of the wood. Counting on my head. Oh, you heard Kick pays more than Twitch? Yeah, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I know Twitch has certain policies, or rules, or whatever, based around like pay. I think Kick does give it. Yeah, there's more monetary value. Maybe. I haven't looked into it personally, but yeah, I guess that does correlate with what you said though. I'm not really into the streaming game for the money or the fame or anything. I'm just archiving stuff mainly and just having a bit of a good time, or having a good time and see if anyone else tags along kind of thing, which it has happened, but I'm definitely more of a just a casual streamer instead of like a professional. It's just a hobby really. Something I find fun just to interact with people. I'm also thinking about streaming, but I have a different idea in mind regarding streamers. Yeah, no, it's for sure. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion regarding how they view streaming. It just comes from my roots with things and like just doing it, just streaming, me having a good time on stuff, and it's just I just have a lot of fun doing it. So I'm not really changing too much, at least in the near future. I've changed a little bit over time. Like I've definitely started to edit some stuff more, but want to see. I'm curious now what you mean by see. I thought it was just like a verbal thing, or I got through like the chat or whatever. You just explain your how you see things, but I'd be interested to hear how you view things. It's kind of a cool little knob thing. Nature's knob. That doesn't sound right. Hold on. Strike that. I think I'm all right. I've had other people come to the channel and suggest that kind of stuff before, but I'm not really into it. All right. Get down here. All right. Thank you. That's nice to see. Nice to see people show up anyway. But not. I don't know. It was seeing the work. I've seen a few, but I'm just don't think I take streaming, you know, I guess seriously enough, or like, you know, like I'm not like trying to get like a huge, like not trying to ride the algorithm, or you know, what's the word? Kind of maximize everything and make everything, you know, very nice and aesthetically pleasing and stuff. I'm just doing whatever I feel. No offense, of course. I'm just do it differently. Okay. Shuffle around my inventory a little bit. Oh yeah, I got a new mouse as well. Guess I mentioned that in my hardcore stream. Kind of cool. It's a bit smaller. I actually do like it's a bit more precise, but I won't do that. And that movement I did in like a lot of early streams where I just do this all the time. I think it was the cable. I think the cable was broken. That's been fixed. And one of the little intricacies fixed. Intricacies are little things. Fixing them one at a time. Perhaps I'll become more efficient in the journey. Well, I guess I have a little bit. The boat thing helps. Other than that, it's just committing time. Oh, I do need a bit more wool. Stock up. I'm looking forward to Newcraft. Guess I'll set up that stream after this. Guess I'll see when Devon reaches out. Or Droxus or whatever. Guess I should probably add. I don't know. Kind of brings up that discussion of referring to people as their username versus their real name. I usually, if it's like Devon or Brody, I just do the first name. But I'm sure for like the people outside of that, I'll probably just do like the username. I know I often refer to people by the first name. That's kind of something I forget about. I kind of it's also with me taking things very casually. I think it also affects that a little bit, and I kind of don't realize. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should always call people by their first name, even though I mean it is kind of personal, but it's not like you're doxing someone, but I could see how it would be a bit of an infringement of privacy calling so yeah, I'll try and refrain, like with like the other people on Newcraft, I'll probably try and refrain from calling them by their first names, just in case they don't really feel comfortable with that. Especially like the new people, because there's not many old people from Newcraft other than like the trio of me, Devon, and Brody. But they were kind of the three that started Newcraft and kept it going for so long. So I am sure if we go into this with that kind of energy, then it'll be great. But Just different times now. It'll be interesting to see how things go. Oh, I wanted gravel. I keep my I keep forgetting. Oh well, I got a lot of time to get gravel. I don't know if you get the idea, but I'm walking for a long time. Still got a long way to go. I'm not quite halfway yet even. So yeah, I still got whew, quite the mile. Quite the mile. Oh, I should make actually. We'll make more torches. I think that should be good. About a stack, and I can get rid of those. All right. Oh, it's nighttime. It is 7 o'clock. I don't know. I guess Devin will shoot me a message. Because I gotta get in a VC with them, and I'll start the stream after that. Alright. Okay, guess I'll sleep. Or as Devin says, shreep. I think they also say that. Well, they say that. I think Devin got it from like the hermits, and because I hear them say it a lot too. Shreep. Not quite sure what it means. I'm just kidding. God, you think I was an old man? Maybe I am. Maybe just don't know. There's certain things I talk about that just to kind of push me into a certain age group, and also the voice and all that. Can't really fake it. Well, so, it'll be a nice stream. Like it'll be 3 hours, 3.5 hours of like the first 3.5 hours of the world. Maybe more if I decide to continue a little bit until like 11 or 11:30 or whatever. Probably won't go to like super far past midnight just because I want to get up early tomorrow for like a nice breakfast, and I got work in the evening. So I'll probably take it a bit chill. So it won't be like a super crazy beginning of an SMP where everyone's getting like full diamond and everything. I'll probably just do whatever. I think that's kind of fun. Do it the same thing I did for hardcore adventures, maybe even a bit slower than that. I kind of sped that up because it was hardcore, but since we're in survival, I might just play around a bit more and just try and enjoy myself first. I gotta give it some heart before I really sink my teeth into it, kind of deal. It's always kind of a weird thing, sink your teeth into something. I guess it works in this case, but it's a bit of an odd term of phrase of speech. I think all this needs to be successful is I just need to commit to it and not really worry about other people, and perhaps that stuff may work itself out and people may start playing. Or I might get surprised, or we find the right people to add to it. But for now it's just kind of the group of us friends, and we're just gonna have fun and mess around a little bit. All you really can do in an SMP nowadays. I think oftentimes most SMPs are laced with all this. Well, it's all about the novelty. They're all laced with the high, all the catchiness or not catchiness, but like what's the word? They're also fast paced. It's the pacing. I like an SMP that has heart, that has a foundation, that isn't just your cookie cutter, which is kind of an inverse of how a lot of servers I've hosted over the past year, maybe even 2 years, have been like, unfortunately. But that's just the way things go. It was kind of always trying to get back to where we are now. And I'm thinking this probably, I mean, it could just be, the beginning of SMP craze talking, but I think this definitely may be, or may have the capacity to become something just as great as Newcraft 1, maybe even greater. Of course, it won't feel the same, but it'll be something new, and that's all I can really ask for. With an SMP called Newcraft, I figure that'd be telling enough that it'll be new. It's a bit about novelty to some extent. But I'm not gonna let this one die out. I would definitely want to put my all into it. Treat it as if I actually wanted it to last a while, and maybe it will. I know me, Devin, and Brody are going to be there for the starting stream. Maybe other people will join. It's a smaller server compared to the other Newcrafts, but Newcraft 1 started out small. I think it's important to have at least some kind of foundation before bringing in new elements, like new people and all that. But I'm looking forward to it. Like a lot. I mean, of course, like my telling of the spawn, like, oh, the spawn, oh, it's so good. For a random seed. Here I go again. Okay, but like I think this is, well, we've done random seeds a lot of the time, but I think this is the first like good spawn that we've had, maybe even ever. I don't know if really any of our SMPs in the past have had good spawns. Like the Fellowships was pretty crappy. It was just on like a stone beach by a mesa. Newcraft 1's was okay. It worked. It was a random seed. I wanted it to be picked. I put in the seed and it didn't work for some reason. I think it had to do with the realm. I think I should have just uploaded a world to it rather than create the world in the realm, because I think that might have broke it. And it was a random seed. It ended up being random. And it was a good seed. I don't have any streams of Newcraft 1, of course. The original OG Newcraft, as I'm probably going to call it now, since there is a brand new one, a brand new Newcraft starting tonight. But it's gonna be a good SMP if I can get it off the ground. I think I know what I can do, or what to do now, and I've got an idea for a larger base. I'll leave that up. Well, I mean, I think in my hardcore adventures I kind of show off kind of the palette, kind of the inspiration stuff, but the actual base itself I'm going to leave up to surprise a little bit. I might talk about it on the streams, but I think this base could be a dream base of mine. It's a little bit different to what I've done before, although I always like to try new and exciting things. I think they're some of the most captivating. Like the best way to get involved in an SMP is to do what you want to do and to really put effort into it. Doesn't mean you have to play all the time. I probably won't be playing Newcraft 24/7, but doesn't mean that I'm not gonna love it to bits, hopefully. And be as Green and Mumble would say, chuffed to bits. I think that's a British thing, but it's kind of funny. Chuffed to bits. Be absolutely chuffed to bits about it. Yeah, so I guess this episode is just me talking about just that, because it's really close. And it's not going to be fundamentally all that different. I mean, I guess we're going into it with different mindsets, but I think really at the core things have changed. Like, of course, the member list is different. The expectations on my end are actually different now. I was kind of like, people aren't responding to the messages and all this, but I don't really give a damn anymore. I kind of, once me, Devin, and Brody agreed on something, I'm just like, let's. Was all over the place. I think being all over the place is kind of fine. And having breaks and all this is good. So that's my kind of stance on things that I'm kind of approaching Newcraft with now. Is this idea that it's just a world, I'm gonna keep it open. It can be fun. I could have a lot of good times, and a lot of fun builds can happen on it, and Maybe it can be the first server to see actual shops and mini games. That would be a lot of fun. And actual large scale projects, or at least like for us, not like necessarily Hermitcraft scale projects, because none of us really have that level of time, I don't think. But definitely some large scale for us projects, which would still be pretty cool. Like if the world went on for half a year to a year, I think there'd be a lot. There could be a lot on it, especially if I do it play it a few times a week or more for like an hour or multiple hours at a time. Could be a real winner. That's like what I've been saying. Like I just kind of have these things where I like just say things. Like it's like almost like a phase of saying a certain thing. And my thing right now is just like being like, that's a winner. I don't know where I got it from. I'm like, this one's gonna be a winner. And that's just how things have ended up being. Yeah. Classic all over the place. Beam of 4, eh? Or beam. I guess beam is a bit better. It's clean. It's a bit cleaner than beam of 4. Beam is a bit nicer. I guess we'll see what happens if any like story or anything happens. I don't really know if any of that will happen. I'm not saying it won't, because I think if we do it right, it could be a lot of fun. But it has to be done in a certain way so that it doesn't step on toes and all that jazz. And it's more like a Hermitcraft-esque thing. I kind of think about Hermitcraft a lot with this stuff. There's other SMPs out there that I could probably compare to, but I don't watch many SMPs. I'll be honest. I don't think there actually really is a whole lot of mainstream staple SMPs anymore. Like, I mean, there's Hermitcraft. There was Dream SMP before it ended. I think there's still Dream SMP. Well, I don't remember. I swear I heard it closed, but I saw videos about it still, so I'm not sure. But yeah, there's not too much going on. I'm sure there's plenty of other ones. I know there's Lifesteal and stuff like that. And like this, there's definitely hundreds and hundreds of small ones, maybe even thousands at this point. Who even knows? But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I have a feeling this episode might be another mid-episode end, or a midday end, because I'm basically just gonna end whenever people are like, okay, let's do it. Because yeah, it's within like the next half hour that it's slated to begin, so I might be switching gears. That's all right. Ugh. Maybe I'll actually try and have a good sleep. So maybe I shouldn't stay up too late playing. Well, the plan isn't to stay up too late. I'm hoping that starting early will be a bit better. A bit better. Okay, so there's that, and I did Hardcore Adventures. I wanted to do my long episode of Hardcore Adventures today, but of course that's been kind of changed with Newcraft happening, and today just being a generally busy day for me. Even I didn't work today, but it was a generally busy day. So I didn't get around to doing the long episode. I don't know if I'll be able to do it before the end of the break. Oh wait, I have a day off. I forgot about that. But I also have homework too, which I haven't started yet. I got some work to catch up on, so I'll probably do that next week. Just pushing it or putting it off. Oh, there's enough work that I have to probably spend a few days working on it, so I'll probably switch gears at some point. But I'm just kind of in holiday relaxation mode still. And I think Newcraft is probably going to be the tail end of that, and I guess the long hardcore stream, and maybe a long journey stream. I haven't quite decided on if I want to do that. Because that's like 2 full days there that just get like taken up by like a stream. Although I think my goal after the hardcore stream is to get like good gear, get the trading hall started, get the XP farm built, and do whatever else. Maybe work on the base. That's also a fun thing. That's kind of my solo world now, is the hardcore. So I'll be playing that in the background too, and I'll be streaming it alongside Newcraft. So that and Newcraft, I guess, but it'll be interesting diverging a little bit and trying to keep both in balance. I'll just make sure to do at least one episode a week of hardcore, and then Newcraft I'll just do whatever. That's kind of the plan. And then this I want to try and go back to daily episodes. I took a few days there before this to do some holiday stuff. Of course, there's Christmas and Boxing Day and all that, so I was enjoying those a few days there, just relaxation and stuff. I guess I worked yesterday, but it was like a few work-free days, so I definitely could have streamed, but I enjoyed not streaming, honestly. I mean, I guess I did hardcore yesterday. That's all right. So yeah, I guess today there will be a new Hardcore Adventures episode, which is yesterday's episode, releasing today. And Newcraft, which will probably release tomorrow or tonight, after I'm done streaming it. Of course. Unless people watch it live, and then it's a bit of a different story, but... well, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. And we get proximity chat back. I fixed it, so we can do proximity chat again. And I've thrown in all the mods I was using in Hardcore Adventures. And I'll probably throw in any other mods people want that don't really change things too much. I want to keep it relatively vanilla. I know, kind of boring, but it's kind of fun to do a simple take. The SMPs have always been that way, and I think doing it bare bones is nice. Maybe modded it as like an accessory to it, like like a modded series, like a modded version of Newcraft would be neat. But for now, I'm gonna keep my sights set on just making sure the default works. It's probably gonna be difficult enough keeping this afloat. Well, ideally it won't be difficult, but come on, knowing my history with things, it might be a little difficult. Keeping that consistency. I just gotta always be working on something I want to work on. I'll probably be starting with my starter base. I don't know if I'll actually build it today. Probably not. So the first episode probably won't contain the starter base. It might contain like me grinding materials, certainly, but definitely not building it and finishing it. I probably won't finish it. It'll probably be a bit of an ongoing process. And in terms of like shopping districts and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure where the shopping district will go. Of course, you guys haven't seen the world yet, so you don't even know what I'm fully talking about, but there's like mountains, and Devin and I are going to settle on a mountain. Well, we're going to have like, I think I get the top and he gets like the side and the bottom or whatever. I don't remember exactly what our plan is. I think it'll be a bit more work ironed out in the actual stream, I'm sure. But we're going to do a quote-unquote joint base or like a group base where we're going to kind of do our own thing, but riff off each other a little bit, have like connections, but it's not going to be a complete like blend. I don't think it'll be like 100% blend. I think it'll be just two bases, and they'll intermingle a little bit. And so I'll probably get to see a lot of Devin's shenanigans as I stream the series and all that, and work things up. I think this, like the setup for Newcraft now, I think it's probably the strongest setup. That, dare I say, well, Newcraft 2 had a pretty strong setup, but also it plummeted hard because of just the progression. Everyone was just netherite, and building all these huge bases. And it would have worked out had people paced themselves a little bit and at least gotten plans worked out for what they would have done once they got good stuff, because most people just kind of dropped off after they got good stuff. And there was some lore in Newcraft too, but not much. I think it'd be kind of fun to go back to that a little bit. At least in the storytelling with buildings. Oh, building storytelling is fun. And I would definitely, one of my goals is definitely to make my base lively. I want to have lots of foliage and like just oodles of lore, like build lore. Maybe actual lore with myself, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, it'll basically just be like whatever I do whatever people do becomes lore, quote unquote. It's not going to be like, there's not like script writing going on or planning for stuff. Maybe like turf wars and things, if that kind of stuff emerges, then there might be a bit more planning regarding them. But for the most part, if someone decides to do certain stuff, then that's like, oh, and then the kind of natural reactions to that will be the story. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited, if you can't tell. Usually Devin's the one chatty and all this, but this time I'm definitely, I think both of us are looking forward to it. It's a bit of a breath of fresh air, really, because we haven't had a proper SMP since, I dare I say, Newcraft. The original, even before it went to crap. Although Java could have definitely worked, but it was just, I don't really, it was just, I didn't think I had my heart set on Java fully. I don't know exactly the excuse I'll come up with this time for Java, but I'm just gonna leave the water under the bridge and just continue. And I'm not gonna be like, this is the last attempt kind of thing. It's just a fun time. Don't have to worry about attempts and resetting and all that. Let's just get cross that bridge when you get to it. Thank you. I guess I'm actually pretty close to the end of the episode here. Yeah, 40 minutes, not too bad. I would go right round to like the start time of the server, but I think I'm just gonna chill for a little bit before they start the server and all that, so switch gears in a moment. It'll be a bit of like a 15-20 minute buffer, but I don't really feel like ending Journey to the Farlands, going right over to the VC. You know, I want to have a little bit of a break, but I guess you kind of missed my discussion about that. But I'm starting a new server with a group of friends, a Minecraft server. Like what I'm playing. So I am ending this stream, AFKing in my 1.0 hardcore. Oh yeah. Gotta love AFKing for crops. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess I'll wrap up this stream. And then I'll do that stream. I might be a little bit more scatterbrained in the Newcraft stream, just kind of trying to immerse myself in the actual world. But yeah, that'll do it for Journey to the Farlands. So I think today I'll probably won't do another stream after Newcraft. I'll probably just go to bed. But yeah, I'll see you folks in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Bye for now.